Hi guys, it's me, Salagi. I just wanted to update you guys on a couple of fires. This is in Northern California, Mendocino County. This is called the Medicine Fire. It's already 40% contained. However, it's 285 acres. There's a evacuation warning. It's probably just in an area that's not real populated. So Henderson, oh, that's another fire. I guess there is some little communities around here, but it's not real heavily populated. It's like a farmland and stuff. So let's go ahead and view it from this camera over here. I think that's the one that I was trying to go for. So it is currently still burning. 40% containment on 200 some odd acres. And the wind is steadily blowing. Let's see if we can see another angle. Well, it's just like smoldering. But that is beautiful contrast of colors right there with the purple and the orange. With the sunset. Let's just take that in for a moment. Very nice. Okay, so I don't see another camera angle that would get us a good shot. And there's this oak fire that's only 3 acres. And yes, I'm in the car at the shopping market. This one says an evacuation warning. Seems like a fresh fire. Let's go ahead and see what we can see. And there it is. Doesn't look like the wind is too crazy in this area, but still. Hi guys, it's me, Salagi. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I did try to get one out to you last night, and I just didn't get it out fast enough. So that's good news. They put out the fire quicker than I could get the information to you. So, good news. Anyways, we do have a lot of fire warnings in this area. Well, because it's very, there's a lot of stuff to burn around here. So let's take a look at the Medicine Fire. This is the one I was trying to update you on last night. They didn't put it out, but it is 40% containment. Basically, it's on its way out, but they still have, the, I'll probably throw that video in here just because I don't know what else to do with it other than delete it. But I didn't get to update you guys in enough time last night. But this whole area is basically a red flag warning, and Maybe we can see it. I don't know. When the fire's not going on, they kind of tend to turn the cameras elsewhere. So all we can really see here in this picture is the shade from the clouds going by, which is very nice, very beautiful. Maybe this one. So if it's 40% containment, we're probably not going to see any more smoke, you know, like on these cameras. The cameras will pick it up if it's thick, but other than that, it just kind of... But you see how they kind of turn the cameras away from the fire because they're just searching elsewhere. And then there's the oak fire, 2.7 acres, 0 containment. Excuse me. I'm still getting over the tail end of some kind of cold. This is in Shasta Trinity National Forest. Excuse me. And that's beautiful. Well, you can see, I think that's just shade or shadows from the clouds, but I feel like I can see a little bit of smoke. I don't know if that's smoke. I wish the fire season would go away because I feel like it is affecting our breathing. And I did have a cold or whatever it was. I kind of felt like it was something more than just a cold. And I'm still getting over it. But I do feel a lot better because I was feeling like, I don't know, kind of scary. They talked about the razor throat. I wouldn't say I felt like I had a razor, like razors in my throat, but it was just, I couldn't, there was a lot of phlegm. So I know that's not really a trait of the COVID. I know I'm not supposed to say that word, but that's not, I don't think that's one of the symptoms. I was always told that it was dry, like everything was dry. So this fire right here, 21,000, it did grow, because I think it was at 18,000 last time we checked. It's 38% containment, which is amazing, because this one's been going on for like, I don't know, seems like a month. And they still have evacuation order, but it's mostly mountainous area where I don't think anyone really lives, but now they probably don't want anyone driving through here, which is understandable. And then here's one. It's almost like all these fires are trying to merge, but this one's also getting ready to go out. It's 90% contained, so that's a really awesome to hear that. I'm sorry I don't read through all that stuff. It'll start making me want to cough again, and I don't want to do that to you guys. I just kind of want to get through this video just so you can see the little fires that have popped up today. Well, this one popped up yesterday. They're using dozers to basically make a fire line, and it has the potential to burn 500 acres. And I think, yeah, there's the smoke. That was the beginning of it. And that's the Prospect fire. And none of these cameras are pointed towards it, probably because it's on its way out, so they're not going to show us. Very beautiful country over there, Mount Shasta area. I've driven through there and oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. I mean, if you live in some other place than Southern California, all these places like this are just gorgeous to me. Green Fire, 19,000. I think this one's on its way out too. It's another one that's been going on for like a week or a month. It's just a very long-winded fire. And, yeah, so that one's pretty much maintained the same acreage. It hasn't really grown. So, beautiful news regarding these long-winded fires. Here's another one. The Mammoth Fires up to 2,533 acres, and it's 42% containment, which is beautiful. Still an evacuation warning, just in case. Because these fires, while they're still, not 100% containment, they can still flare back up at any moment. And that's what it looked like, just like a country brush fire when it very first started, and it's 42% contained. So that's the Mammoth Fire, and they don't have any cameras towards it because you can't see anything. I guess it's not really big anymore. Here's Tank Fire, 5 acres. And that's what it looks like. And this whole area just looks like, I don't know, like gloomy, like there's fires just everywhere. And I guess there is, if you look at the Northern California area, it's mostly everybody's, there's fires in every corner. It's just, well, except for right around this area, but hardly nobody lives right here. They all live over here by Reno and Lake Tahoe. But this is wilderness right here. All this is just wilderness. And I guess nobody's really here. Oh, that's a nice reservoir. Most everybody lives in the Central Valley. It's hard to live in these mountains up here. It kind of is severe winters. Maybe not like Kansas or something like that, but for California people, we're not used to it. Especially Southern California. And our mountains down here, they're not even that tall. Like, there's our mountain right there. They might be tall, but they're not like severe winters. They did have a severe Donner Party type winter a couple winters ago where the whole mountain was closed off. Nobody could get in, nobody could get out. It was just snowed in completely. Now, I wanted to also talk about Oregon. There is so much fire hazard. The entire state is on high alert. And that's just scary, because that tells me that they're not getting the amount of rain that they're used to for all of this to be dry. Oregon is a place where you get so sick of the rain. I lived there for a couple of months, and although I didn't mind the rain, but people that live there constantly, they really get tired of it. I mean, I guess they're not that tired of it because they won't move, but but that's not why I moved. I moved because I needed to come back and be around my family and my kids, and it just made more sense that way. But Oregon is a very beautiful place. However, it is one of those places that now experiences Southern California heat temperatures, but they don't have AC. Like, there's no, most places do not have an air conditioner because they're all focused on making sure everyone has a heater. And, you know, living there, I realized that all that rain, there's so much mold, and it was affecting my health that way. So it's hard for me to go and live somewhere that's so wet all the time, where even the inside of your windows are constantly dripping condensation, and there's always mold in the windowsill, in the bathroom, on the walls, on the ceiling. You have to really maintain it if you don't want to get sick. Now, I got sick just from cleaning it because I was spraying bleach, watered down with water, and that's not a good idea unless you have a way to remove it. If you're gonna like wipe it all back off, because the next time you take a shower, all of that condensation that goes up to the ceiling drips back down, and you can burn your lungs, you can burn your eyes. It's just not a good situation, so I wouldn't recommend it. Anyhow, the West is still on fire, guys, and it just keeps going and going. Like, I think Arizona and New Mexico are calming down a little bit, but it also makes me wonder, why is Texas just okay, and why is Oklahoma just okay, and Kansas? All these places that we must just have a lot of arsonists. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the West has a lot of arsonists? Because it kind of appears that way to me. And it's been non-stop all summer, just like this. What you see here, if you go back on my other videos, you're going to see the same, pretty much the same thing. There just was a little bit more fires in Southern California at that time, but I don't know. I guess in the summertime here, people get tired of protesting and setting fires and things like that. So we actually depend on our summer, our hot summertime, to kind of scare people away from their shenanigans. And that's what's happening here, what I believe. But up here, people are still like, I don't know. It's hard to say, because I don't want to say that all of these are arson, because they are. A lot of the fires in these areas get started by the dry lightning, because we'll get a lot of clouds and we'll get lightning, but we won't get the rain. So that is a huge problem. So anyways, that's probably half of it, but I think the other half is definitely people are starting these fires. Or it could be geothermal activity. You never know. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go and have a wonderful afternoon. And if I need to update you for any reason, I will. And until then, have a good day. Bye-bye.